Hey guys, it's Dima from Dimo's Tech. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about Microsoft's announcements, as you can see here in the back. Stay tuned! Okay, so today I'm not using any notes, scripts or whatever. Just want to talk about it as freely as possible. So Microsoft announced today a few new devices with Windows 10 integrated basically. Now, the first was the Microsoft Band, basically a sort of smartwatch for fitness and stuff like that you wear on your wrist. Now, it's an updated version from the previous one. I personally don't see anything so interesting about such a device, but those who actually need to maintain their fitness, run, or whatever kind of exercise they do, that should be great for them. You can tweet, Facebook, or whatever from the watch directly. It's small, but it's like a sort of mini Windows 10 on your wrist. That's the first device. Now, the second is actually the phones that Microsoft announced. Basically, it's Lumia 950 and 950 XL. Basically, it's the same phone. One is 5.2 inches and the other is 5.7. Sort of similar, if you remember, about a week ago what Google announced with the Nexuses, with the 6P and 5X. So basically here it's kind of similar with the sizes, but the specs are pretty much identical. So the battery is about, I don't really remember, but it's sort of 3000 mAh for the 5.2 and 300 for the 5.7. They both come with 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of storage, and they're expandable, which is very good. They all both come with octa-core, which is kind of amazing, and you'll pretty soon understand why. And basically they have liquid cooling, sort of mimic from the PC and the Surface what we've done. So basically you don't have fans, you have like sort of liquid inside that cools down your system, your CPU and RAM and everything. Now what they showed else, the reason for such high-end performance for the octa-core and RAM and everything is that you can connect your device. By the way, both of them come with USB Type-C and sort of quick charging, as they didn't use the word quick charging, but they did say that in about half an hour or so you can get from 0 to 50% of the battery. So that one is great as well. Now they have some sort of dock that actually connect your phone with USB Type-C, and from the dock you can connect a regular screen, keyboard, mouse, disc on key or whatever you want, and you can turn your small phone into a computer. That's the main reason why they use octa-core and 3 gigs of RAM and everything as they claim, which should be great. At least it was really great according to what they showed on the announcement. So I hope it will actually confirm. I really loved it. The camera is the rear is 20 megapixels, and the front facing camera is 5 megapixels. And I didn't understand if it's a separate sensor or not, but it works sort of like face recognition, that it recognizes your face, 1 to 3, and your phone is unlocked, stuff like that. Another thing that they showed is if you take the phone from your pocket, it will automatically turn a dim light screen, sort of. Like Motorola Peek or however they call it, that you can sneak peek on your screen. So you'll be able to know how much mail you have, phone calls that you missed or so, and other stuff like that. Now, those are the two phones. Another thing I forgot to mention is on the rear camera there are 3 LEDs, 3 RGB LEDs that should make the light more natural at low light situations. They claim pretty awesome pictures with dark light. So basically you won't, as they claimed, you won't look like a ghost, but as a person, as a human being. That's exactly how they stated it. The other part, the more I would say interesting part, is the Surface Pro 4, which was until today actually the device that I really was waiting for, because I want to replace my laptop. I think I told you about a week ago, while I did the review on the Google announcement, that I wanted the Pixel C. So actually I really waited for the Microsoft Surface 4 to see what they improved or not, and the Surface 4 Pro, sorry, is kind of amazing. It has up to the top-notch Skylake processor i7, 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte of storage, for example, and up and up. Now it's a 12-inch screen. It's thinner than the previous version. It has a better keyboard. Everything is pretty much perfect. I really loved it. And yeah, at that moment, when I saw the $900 price tag, I thought, that's it. That's what I'm taking. And then that guy that you can see right now in the picture decided to announce another device that was not expected. At least I didn't expect it. I knew there was a rumor that there are two Surface 4 Pro. One is 12 inches, the other is 14 or so, and nothing else. Basically, everything was the same according to all the spec rumors that I saw. But then he announced the, as you can see, Microsoft Surface Book, which is basically the same almost tablet, but with 13.5 inches, a very high resolution, 3000 on 2000. Now it's 3 on 2, more like square, I would say. I'm not sure, but I think Pixel C actually uses the same ratio. I'm not really sure. Now here it's sort of a laptop, I would say. Basically, it's a high-end laptop that has about, I don't remember again, it's 2 or 3 USB 3 ports, but USB type A, not type C. So it's basically the same USB that you have on your everyday computer, or flash drives or whatever, so you can connect everything. It can support, it has a slot for SD cards, for memory cards, and a specific port for a docking station, which is, by the way, is the same docking station for Surface 4 as well. Now the hinge between the keyboard part and the screen looks very amazing. I don't know if you saw a few years ago, I think, there was a concept of a laptop that actually scrolls into a tube, and the hinge there, actually of the laptop, was with almost the same hinge that you can see here. I'm pretty sure that Microsoft actually took it from that concept laptop that was showed there. Anyway, at first, when they show the announcement video, you don't see that the laptop is actually a tablet, so the two parts are separating. So I think it's a laptop with a touchscreen, as we usually see nowadays on the top models of many of the laptops. And then comes the surprise that you actually, in the end of the video, see it just detach, which is really cool. I really loved it. You can attach it the opposite, so it's like a tablet with its keyboard part. I assume that most of the storage and everything is basically on the keyboard part. The battery surely is. They promise 12 hours of battery, and the price tag is actually $1,500, which is high. But then when you see the specs, and again it has NVIDIA GPU, again 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte of storage, everything, it looks really amazing. Everything is perfect. And then when you actually go for the pre-order page on Microsoft, you actually realize that the price tag for the $1,500 is the lowest. specs that you can get, which is i5 without any NVIDIA, 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage. It's still cool, but if I compare it to my laptop, my current laptop, it has an i7, so yeah, I need to replace it with something similar, i7, nothing less. Now again, I do stuff with Adobe Premiere. This video right now that you are watching will be, or by the time you watch it, it was already edited with Adobe Premiere. So basically I need those performance. And they actually showed it while they announced it. They actually showed some of Adobe Premiere performances on this laptop, and it was really mind-blowing for me. I still want to get this laptop. I'm not really sure that I will be able actually to purchase the highest specs, but I'm willing to try to get as high as possible. Anyway, I'll have to wait, since it will be available only by the end of the month in United States, and for me in Israel it will take much longer, so I'll have to wait more. But that's the top thing that they actually showed today, at least in my opinion. Another thing that I didn't really mention is the HoloLens, which is super cool. It's not virtual reality like others do, for example Oculus Rift and others, but it's augmented reality. Basically what that means, while you have that lens, let's call it, on you, you still see all the environment around you. So basically you can see all the walls and everything around you, but it adds on top of it, all the other details. So they showed a demonstration with a really cool, I would say, game called X-Ray, if I remember, cool X-Ray. Basically you see from the walls sort of robots are coming out and attacking you. Now the guy that demonstrated had some sort of remote control in his hand. It looked like a regular remote control, but if he looks at his hand while he is in that game, he would actually see like sort of, like robots, kind of cool thingy that can shoot laser or whatever that was. He also demonstrated that it acts like a shield, so basically it was really amazing to see how all the robots interact, how you can move and escape from them firing at you, how they escape from you and stuff like that, how the wall actually breaks when they pop out. It was really amazing to see that thing. Now the HoloLens will be available as well on a pre-order sort of for development kit, which is a very high price, $3,000 US. But again, I forgot to mention one thing, that Surface Pro, if you actually want the top end specs, it will cost you about $2,700 US, so we're pretty much close. So if you don't want a laptop, you can go and buy the HoloLens. No, I'm just kidding, don't do that, unless you're a developer and you actually want to do something with that. I think it's too early to buy something like that. This laptop, on the other hand, if you have a budget, I think it's a really cool opportunity. But don't rush. All of the pre-order is already available, and the devices, most of them will be available by the end of the month, so you will be able to get them shipped in the end of the month. But keep in mind that during the about 2 weeks ahead, most of the companies will present their own Windows 10 devices. So we're talking about Toshiba, Acer, Asus, Lenovo, Dell, HP. I think I mentioned everyone I saw. Basically, every company will present their own devices. So as a Dell lover, as someone who has a Dell laptop and really loved it until now, I really hope that Dell will introduce something not less cool than this one, but with lower price hopefully, and my attention will be redirected to it other than that. Anyway, currently, if you ask me, this is the next thing that I want. I'm not sure that I'll get it due to its price, but who knows. So yeah, basically that's it for that announcement. We'll have to see for few reviews or anything. If I'll be able to get my hands on something pretty much quick, I'll obviously review it as well. Even if not, even if it will take some time, I'll still do sort of review or something. And again, as always, you know what to do. Like this video if you liked it, dislike if you didn't, although you shouldn't do that. Subscribe to the channel and don't forget to mark the V to receive future video updates. And as always, see you in the next one. So let's go ahead and click Installed Updates. And at the top you're gonna see a search window. So you are going to search for a specific update.